by the sword, you die by the sword. I probably die in the vocal booth.
Part is that we probably both like each other, but we probably won't be together because we're both stubborn and we won't let each other know. Like, we'll give each other hints. Like, I'll sometimes like your stories. You'll always like my stories. But at the end of the day, our ego and pride is just way too big. It's too big for this world. And if you don't reach out to me, I'm not going to reach out to you.
Now, it's something that she just said that I really want to touch on, because I used to say this shit a lot, bro. And I used to conflate the two, ego and pride. See, ego and pride are not the same. It's not the same fucking thing. Ego is more self-based, meaning that it's the way how you see yourself. When pride is more of a satisfaction that you get through, one's through accomplishments and, other things. Pride and ego don't go hand in hand. Now, the reason why I'm even talking about this is because she said, our pride and ego is out the world. She should have just said that their egos are too fucking big. And usually egos that are too big are usually the most fragile of them all, because the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Women don't have pride. They only have egos. Because a lot of the times they don't have anything to be, proud about when it comes to having pride. They don't have any, I'm not going to say they don't have any accomplishments, but they don't have any accomplishments in the sense of the fact of, like, when a man, we have to build up a lot of skills and, a lot of attributes, a lot of qualities, a lot of characteristics to become the type of man that we become. When women just sit around a lot of times and they just look good. So they don't have any fucking pride, and they only get it from the men that tell them and put them on a pedestal in the sense that tell them all of this shit that creates their ego that they try to conflate and confuse with pride a lot of the times. So they don't have pride, they only have ego. Men, we have pride and we have ego. And that's and just what I just stated earlier, some men just only have ego because they don't have anything to be prideful of. And usually these men are usually the men that complain and bitch and moan because they have no pride, because they hate themselves, because they haven't put themselves through the ringer to have any type of pride. The truth is, if you have pride, right, you wouldn't play them type of fucking games that this girl is talking about. You wouldn't be just liking a girl, you wouldn't be being passive aggressive because you're prideful. You're happy about yourself. You love yourself. You've made yourself into the person that you always wanted to be. So it almost would be unprideful to not be straightforward and to go after what you want. It would be unprideful not to do that, because you would think you're deserving when you're actually full of pride. You would think you deserve it. I'm a man. I'm prideful. I've made myself this and that, so I'm going to go after what I want. But when you play like a bitch, you're playing off ego and you're being passive aggressive and you don't actually think you deserve it, or you think you're gonna get rejected and shit like that. That's all ego. That's all fragile ego. You get what I'm saying? It's not the same fucking thing. Oh, pride and ego. No, this lady has no fucking pride. That guy that she even talking about, he has no pride. I'm sorry, y'all. I probably sound a little scratchy right now because I was in Carabana and I was talking to so many hoes that I'm probably sounding a little bit different, but that's not the fact. Now, the reason why this girl, will never ever talk to this guy, it's not even really more so because of her pride and ego. It has something to do with it. And scratch the pride. She don't even have pride. Because of her ego, it's more so because women understand that men are the hunters. They are the ones that's supposed to initiate. They are the ones that's supposed to be the one that's the go-getters. They are the ones that's supposed to be putting their quote-unquote egos on the line. But usually when you're a man and you're a real man, you understand when you go approach a woman, you're not putting your fucking ego on the line. Why aren't you putting your ego on the line? Because if you have a real strong sense of self and you know who you are, Nobody can make you feel any type of way. Nobody can smash your fucking ego because you know who you are. Nobody could reject you. Nobody could do any of that type of shit to you because you know who you are. You make yourself feel whatever you want to feel. You don't give anybody permission to make you feel any type of fucking way. And that's why that guy don't want to go fucking talk to her. And to get back on what I was saying, the reason why she won't say anything is because she lost respect for his ass. Because she understands what type of man this is. Now, she might be physically attracted to this guy, but she understands what type of male he actually is. She understands that his ego is fragile. She understands that this man that she may deal with, if she even goes and talks to him, is very feminine. She understands that this guy lacks leadership quality. So she understands that if she does go after and talk to this man, that she's going to have to be the leader of the fucking relationship. She's going to have to lead the interactions. She's going to have to be the man of their whole fucking relationship. That's what she truly understands more than she understands the fact that she's like, oh, I'm just not going to do it because I got a big ego and I'm just not going to, which is, but it's way more to it. It's way more to it. This is why I don't understand why guys just believe this whole thing of women just gonna come to them all the fucking time. I don't know where the fuck that shit comes from. Because this is what plays in the back of a woman's mind subconsciously, because they understand that men are supposed to be the go-getters. So when you're not doing it, they don't look at you like a man anymore. Yeah, here and there you'll get some girls every once in a blue fucking moon to come talk to you, or to boost your fucking ego, your low ass self-esteem that's already low. Because to boost your self-esteem means it was already the fuck low. To boost your ego means it was already low. You realize that? Do you understand? Do you guys understand that? To raise your self-esteem, to boost your ego, to have a woman boost your ego or your self-esteem means that it was already low. Think about that shit, bro. You guys gotta stop fucking being feminine. You gotta stop. That's why you guys that's why most of you men who watch my shit are surface level as fuck about a lot of the things. Because it's all about, everything is about ego with you guys. Everything. Looks maxing, money, looks, and status. What else the fuck? All of that goofy shit. That's why you will hear guys be like, oh, confidence. Fuck confidence. You don't need confidence and all this other shit. Because it's all about your ego. It's all about saving that fucking ego. All about it. And if you guys just really understood that the root of your problem was just you being ego-driven and being extremely fucking feminine, which is in the same, because that's what women are. They are ego-driven creatures. And they're feminine. And they have fragile egos. That's women. In a nutshell. And that's the root of your problem, which is why you need to go looks max, right? You need to, compensate for all the qualities and attributes and characteristics that you lack on the surface. And I always give this analogy. Dudes be so fucking mad at these girls who go get these BBLs and these surgeries and shit like that. And then you see those same girls online talking fucking reckless. And you think you're no different than that. When you're talking about money, looks, and status, and all of that looks max and shit. Fellas, let me tell y'all something, man. I went out to Caravana this weekend, right? And I was looking good. Had my hair done. Clothes was fucking fitting right. I had jewelry on. I had some good ass cologne on, smelling good, some Armani cologne on. And I've got complimented on all of that shit. I got complimented a lot of times on my clothing. I got complimented a lot of times on how good I smell. I got complimented a lot of times on how fucking handsome I was. And I was only out there from Friday to Saturday. Friday, Saturday, and we left Sunday morning. We were supposed to stay until Monday. I had a girl every day of that night. I had a girl Saturday, and I had a girl Sunday. And I went out there with a whole fucking group. Now, granted, I'm the only one who had a girl every night. All my other homies did not have a girl every night. They had maybe one night they had a girl, and the other nights they didn't, right? Now let me tell you something about my homies. I was the smallest one in my group. Smallest one. All of my homies were taller than me. I'm 5'9", with shoes on 5'10". Homies 6 foot, 5'11". All of them taller than me. Fucking brockier than me. I would show you them, but just to protect their privacy, I'm not gonna show y'all them. Broccoli, alpha male fucking dudes. Smallest one, bro. They were getting rejected like a motherfucker. I was getting rejected like a motherfucker. The only difference between me and them is I ran down more than they did. And there was two differences. One, I ran down more than they did, but they ran down heavy as fuck, just like I did, but I ran down more. Some of them got tired and didn't want to do it no more. But the other thing is, I was being extremely direct when I was running down. Extremely direct when I was running down. They were being direct here and there. Some of them wasn't even really fucking being direct. You get what I'm saying? That was really the only difference of why that I had a girl every night and why they didn't. Some of them got fucking tired from running down. I've never ran down so many. And also, the girls that I had, number one, the first girl that I had was a cute little fucking, in her culture, she would be a dime. But in my culture, she'd just be skinny, but she was extremely beautiful in the face, but very skinny. Little Asian joint. Petite, but she was very beautiful, like gorgeous in the face, right? She was making fun of my fucking shoes. She liked my outfit, but she didn't like the sneakers I had on. And I had on like some like, I should go get them, I don't feel like fucking getting them. But I had on some like shoes, and she was making fun of them. She said that they look like soap. They look like a bar fucking soap. Matter of fact, I should go get these motherfuckers. Hold on. I got these shits from Boohoo Man. You'll never see a nigga with these type of shits on. I just thought these shits was cool, man. I knew I wouldn't see nobody with these shits on, man. They looked like some goddamn, these shits like some damn Space Jam shit. Some goddamn Back to the Future type of shit, right? But I rocked them the shits. She didn't like them. She said this is giving me bar soap vibes. That's what she said. She said it's giving her 3 chin vibes. That's what she thought, clowning me. And then I fucked the shit out of her. The second girl that I ran down on, completely opposite. Black girl, American, in Canada, right? Thick than a motherfucker. And she was nice. She was nice. And I told my homies, I said, yo, today I'm not hitting no skinny joint. I need some booty. I need some booty. And I ran down all fucking day. All fucking day. Just running down, talking to girls, you know, chopping them up, just having fun. Just doing what I'm doing. And what's weird about it is, me running down all day, right? I had girls telling me, just to go back, I had girls telling me I'm handsome, I smell good, I love your outfit. And the 2 girls that I actually ended up sleeping with never complimented me on my looks, how I smelled, my outfit. And all the girls that complimented me on that shit were girls who did not fuck me. I literally had a girl come up to me, it's like, I like your outfit and you're handsome. I said, come here. She ignores me and keeps fucking walking. And this is like, yo, this is my life, yo. Like, this is what girls do. Oh my God, you're so handsome. Yo, come here. Ignores me. These are girls that some of them I didn't even fucking approach. Ignores me. Straight up ignores me. I had a gold, nice ass diamond, gold chain on, ring on and shit, you know what I'm saying? Looks, money, and status. You feel me? Ignores me. And when I think about it a lot of times, most of the women that I smash, most of the women that I be with, never really say anything about how the way I look. They'll never give me the satisfaction. They'll fuck me, but they'll never give me the satisfaction of telling me how sexy I am or how good I look. Most of them never talk about my looks. And I remember I seen a dude comment that shit. They say, yo, most of the women that I fuck never say anything about how I look. And I always thought that shit was ironic. But the girls that I be trying to fuck always be talking about how I look. You know? And I'm not gonna say never say anything, but most of the times they don't really make it like to them, they don't, if you ask me, it's no big deal. Like, they don't really make it a big deal. They don't say any fucking thing. Maybe they had to just keep staring at me or sometimes, but fellas, the only difference was that I just ran down. I ran down. That's it. Girl didn't compliment me on my fucking shirt, my tie, or nothing, that type of shit. And it was girls that I was talking to that I could have talked to the whole entire time. And what would have happened was the time that I would have ended up being direct, she'd have told me no. There was so many of those times where I could have saw it happening, but because I have so much experience with talking to women, I knew to be direct right then and there to see where her interest level is, because niggas, a lot of dudes don't understand and know that women will just sit there and fucking talk to your ass and know in the back of their mind that they're not fucking you tonight. I'm not saying you can't raise a girl interest, but dog, you gotta be fast with this shit. You gotta be fast. Because it was so many girls that I knew. Even one of my homies, let me tell y'all a quick story. My homie, right? So the girl that I ended up smashing on Saturday, the thick joint, she had a friend with her. She like, yo, you got a friend from my homie? My homie was sitting there, and before he was like, man, shit, man, I ain't no ass. So I'm like, yeah. So then they come pick us up. We go back to my Airbnb. And the bitch the girl that she brought, ratchet than a motherfucker. It was completely fucking ratchet, hood ratchet. And he knew, he's like, oh, this bitch is from my city. I know, they playing the music and shit like that. He said, yo, don't tell him I'm from the city. So I ain't tell him. So what ended up happening was, she was the bitch, the other girl was just being extremely just aggressive and just rude and shit. So I said, yo, bro, I pulled him in the room. I said, yo, listen, bro, you're going to have to, he don't do direct game like that. He's an indirect person. I said, listen, though, bro, this is what I need you to do. I said, yo, you see her? Because she all over the place. So you're going to have to tell her you just trying to fuck. Just like that. Like, don't sugarcoat it for this bitch at all. She is not that type. You cannot sugarcoat it with her. And he's like, all right. So we end up separating. I take my shorty to the room and shit like that. He on the balcony talking to the girl in the Airbnb. And then I end up coming out and I see the girl, they split up. He in his room, he closed the door. She outside. So then we like, yo, what's going on? He's like, oh, no, I'm leaving. She like, oh, I'm going home. I'm leaving him. I'm like, yo, why you going home? She's like, I'm done. So my homie in his room, like, what the fuck? So then next thing you know, she ends up going downstairs and she sits in the car. She sits in the shorty car that I'm with. I'm beating her shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm waxing her shit. So I waxed her a couple times. She ends up leaving with her friend. And so my homie, he ends up leaving. It's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. He ends up leaving, right? He been running down all fucking day with me, getting rejected, and some girls giving them the numbers and shit like that, but it was way so early in the morning. I don't want to make this too fucking long. So he goes out 5 o'clock in the morning, goes back to the fucking club, takes my other homie, because I had another homie in there too. He was sleeping on the couch. Takes my other homie with him. Next thing you know, maybe I'll take a nap. Maybe like an hour later, I hear him come back. I hear both of them come back in the room, and I hear a girl voice. So I'm in the room like, yo, what fat ass bitch this nigga went out there and got. I come out the room. This nigga got this nice ass, badass joint. I'm in my head like, this motherfucker must put this bitch at gunpoint and was like, yo, bitch, you go give me some pussy, because this is our last day there. And so he was going all out. Bad joint. Come to find out, this bitch a whole model, right? He ends up cracking the joint. So then I asked him, I'm like, yo, how the fuck you pull that? He said, yo, man, he said, listen, listen, you kind of saved my life after when I was with that one shorty, the little one shorty that was with my shorty that I cracked. He said, you saved my life telling me to tell her that I just want to fuck. Because he said, after I told her I wanted to fuck, she got off. She's like, oh, no, I'm not with that. So I walked off on her ass. And I went in my room. So then she left. He said, so then I went back out. And because of that, he said that, man, he's like, it's my last time. So he said, I sat outside the club, parking lot pimping. And he said, I was just telling hoes, yo, come on. He said, so I seen this one joint, the girl that he said, yo, I seen her. And she's walking out the club. He's like, yo, where you going? She's like, I'm going home. He said, yo, you coming with me? And she said, okay. He said, she hopped in the Uber. And he said he was just talking dirty to her, saying like, yeah, yo, you like pussy. And she said she was going for everything that he was saying. And this is a nigga who don't do that. He don't do this shit. Brought her back to the crib, smacked her. Now, this is the key of what he told me. He said, bro, he said, had you not told me to tell her to, that I was trying to fuck, he said, I could have sat there and talked to that bitch all damn day. He said, I know I could have sat there and talked to that bitch all day. And she still wouldn't have fucked. You understand, fellas? But this is real life stories, man. I hope you guys got some great game from this. This went way longer than I expected, man. I wish you guys nothing but wealth, health, happiness, and abundance, man. And until next time, I'm out. Deuces.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. I probably die in the vocal booth, spitting.